Hello, hello. We are starting at 10:57 my time, 3 minutes early to 11, but really 57 minutes late to 10 o'clock. I misremembered what time this stream starts. I am so sorry, Poco Latte, who was here on time. I was not. I'm not sure if you're still here. That would be stunning if you were, because that would mean that you left this up despite me being nearly an hour late. Let's go ahead and switch screens real quick because I want to show you guys the game that we are playing. There we go. There's the game. We're going to go ahead and load game because, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we are continuing our Underdog Uprising playthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and load that up. If you hear any purring, that's because my cat is here and he is giving me kitty paralysis. He wants to sit on my lap right now, and who am I to tell him no, you know? Like, who am I really to say no to a cat? Absolutely wouldn't. Couldn't, you know? It's just, it's outside my, outside of my scope of what I can and cannot do. Let's take a quick look around because it's been a hot minute since we have played this, and so I think we need to take a look at where we were, base building wise. Everybody is currently drafted. I guess that means we're under attack. We are. Look at that. What a way to start off a stream, under attack. That's okay. I think we can handle it. Our traps are set. And, I mean, they're set around our supply area over here, which we'll be able to move a lot more supplies inside once we get this house built and can move their cots out of the supply storage shed. Yeah, but otherwise, I mean, we've got ourselves a brick wall. It's not the sturdiest thing, but it's kept them alive thus far. We've got ourselves a perimeter of traps, and our players are our underdog players, the ones that we chose because they are typically last in line. They don't get picked very often unless you're maybe on a randomized, you're playing a randomized playthrough, is Annette, Maki, Naras, and Samantha. Yana, I'm pretty sure she was a walk-in before I realized I should be rejecting walk-in, so she kind of snuck in there. This is like definitely not base game. Yana is some kind of mod that came with one of the mods I must have downloaded. But I mean, I've done my due diligence to reject anyone else who has tried to join our team since then, so let's just overlook that one for now. That said, if you're wondering why these four, how we ended up with these four, why I established that these were our underdogs, just take a look at the first live stream in this series of live streams, and I promise you it will all make sense. But for now, you know, like, save that for later. For right now, I think we could harvest these. Why don't we? Let's queue them up. They're right here. They're like so close. Might as well. Okay. We are not hurting supply-wise. We have so much food, but we're also playing, I think we're playing desert mode. I mean, it looks pretty deserty to me. If I scroll out, excuse me, yeah, this is definitely desert mode. So we're not going to really worry about winter, but we do have seasons that are a little unforgiving. So we'll do our best. One of these folks is a vegetarian, and I think it's Samantha. Let's see. Refuses to eat meat. So yeah, we do have to make sure for her sake that we stay stocked. Otherwise, oops, I did not mean to tell her to go anywhere. Otherwise, you know, we'll just end up with, we'll end up losing our first character, and we don't want that. So, I am going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm going to play it on 3-speed so that these things can go ahead and get their attack on. So we'll just wait right here while everybody's drafted. Hopefully nobody undrafts before the problem reaches us. Where are they? They're just chilling over here. What kind of attack is this? This is petty. Oh, aggressive animals and a cold snap. They're not standing there because we're attacked. Although we will be at some point. They're standing around the fire because It's a cold snap, but she's also ravenously hungry. I wonder if I let her eat, what will happen? Is she eating? It says she's still drafted. Didn't I undraft? I thought I did. She's having a meltdown. At least she's having an eating meltdown because she was like starving. Alright, now the animals are attacking and she's the one person with a gun is in a meltdown. No, I should not have undrafted her. We're in trouble, y'all. What a start. Well, great. This is great. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Yeah. I mean, at least maybe it'll be entertaining. Is Samantha still in her meltdown? Yes, she is. She sure is. She's on a food binge meltdown. Okay. What a blast this is gonna be. And she went outside to do this. No, Samantha, run inside, you ding dong. What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, it's been a good run, y'all. We've made it a couple streams in. We got this far, right? Oh, good. She decided that she didn't want to, she was done having her meltdown. Just in time. How lovely. How wonderful for us. Well, this should be smooth sailing from here because our setup is actually effective. The traps are holding them. They haven't breached our walls, and our one gun seems to be sufficient, at least for this. Uh-oh. No. She needs to fall back. She's gonna be injured, for sure. It's taken a lot to bring these down, though. And she's vomiting. And Nara said, I'm hungry. And he decided to run outside to eat. No. We're not doing that, my guy. Sorry. Wrong time. We can speed this up, actually. Let's speed it up a little bit. Alright. And we're still in a cold snap, but at least they're taking their fight around... Oh, our fire that's like... I'll move her outside so that she can finish shooting these guys. And I'm gonna have somebody else relight the fire. Because that's gonna be hugely necessary. Is this one back here also deceased? Alright, I think we're done. Everybody should be fine to free. Maki passed out. She ravenously... Oh my gosh, she's like starving. Okay, we need somebody able to do like medical attention. Healing 2. Okay, Giannis can do it. Oh wait, she's up. I don't know how it's possible that she's up, but she's up. And she's eating. That's what we need. Okay. She's not eating. Now she's eating. Okay. And they are experiencing... Did I see hypothermia just now? I guess not. It's not over here, so I think we're safe. This is a little bit stressful. What a start to what looks like such a simple gameplay, but it's not going simply at all. Alright, so let's zoom out a little bit and look more at our bigger picture here. We've got these fields planted here. And I remember really struggling to find good fertile soil to put these in, so that's why they're so spread out. Like, we've got the grain all the way over here, because that was the only place that had enough, like, green or even, like, yellow tiles to try and farm there. These are on the slope, because that's typically where they grow better. Yeah. So our fields are... What can I say? They are what they are. Stranger approaches. Yeah, we're gonna reject that. Sorry, because that goes against the point of this gameplay. We don't want to end up with like any of the rock stars in our party to defeat the purpose of the Underdog Uprising. We don't need Ken. We don't need Vivian or Chad or any of the other staples of this game. We don't need Lara. Chat, let me know, do you have a favorite character that you typically play, and or do you have a character that you refuse to play? Maybe you had like a really crummy run through at some point and you're just like, nah, I'm never doing that again. Let me know. For me, it's typically the vegetarians because I always forget, and then they end up in a winter or something not having something besides meat to eat. And that's just always somehow comes as a shock to me. After the fact, it's not great. So I feel like this could be built here. That'd be fine. And we've gained new furniture. Okay, that's great. Oh, but Sam is ill. Why is Sam ill? Why is she all the way out here? She got dizzy, or maybe she wanted something out here. Oh, these probably. Let's unselect them. Oh, we wanted wood. No, that's true. We needed that. We are hurting for... Is Sam still out here? She is. Giannis is on the move. She's there to recover her. Okay. Our folks are struggling, and we are seeing hypothermia now, so Nara's, we need to keep him close to the fire. He is certainly not dressed for this. And I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of that because... What? We have better clothing and he's not wearing it? Why? Hold up. Undraft. Equip jacket, dum-dum. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, we're seeing the degradation of their clothing, and I don't think we have. That's why we're cutting trees. We don't have enough timber to even be building a tailoring bench. This is the struggle we are facing. We need to plant trees. I feel like we started to, or we were going to, and nobody followed through. She's planting grain. Let's have her come out here and plant these. Can we not plant this one? Is it because this is missing? Let's... Oops. We'll reduce it this way, and then we'll just grow it the other way. Maybe that will work. She's doing some medical, okay. We've got to get these trees growing, because we need timber, like, really badly. Hello, GWHNY says Sticks Annihilator. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. We are off to a delayed start on our first stream of the new year. I misremembered what hour it started. I thought it started 11 minutes ago. It started an hour and 11 minutes ago, but I am here. Better late than never, right? I have made it to stream, and we are really trying to see this one through. We want to know if these bench warmers can thrive, and not just in any scenario, but in a tough scenario. So we've got them here with one gun in the desert, trying to survive, and honestly, I'm impressed that they've made it this far. To be completely clear, this is maybe the third stream in this series. We keep rejecting walk-ins, so we're not accepting help. And they're still all kicking somehow. Six says, I used to try select a mix of needed trades farming, like construction crafting. Yeah, typically that's what we want to do. We want to be kind of strategic with our survivor team. But every once in a while, I like to mix it up and just try something a little bit. Whoa, severe hypothermia. This is what happens when I play on triple speed. I end up with people disappearing right before my eyes. And that's not great. That's really not great. I don't know who this is. Sam. She keeps going down this hill and getting annihilated. We don't want that either. So we'll move her back up here too. Oh, we'll move her to this side then. I know Naris has hypothermia. That's why I just moved him here. Are there any hats, I wonder? Let's put this on regular speed. And I'm going to click off of him for a second. And check, do we have, no, it looks like we just have another jacket. Does anybody need it? Is there anybody not wearing one? Maybe we can get him to switch jackets. Maybe the other jacket's better. I think it would be. The space jacket probably has a way better tolerance. Let's see. I was looking in the wrong place, but I think that should help. Life-threatening hypothermia, Sam. Sam needs to get... Oh, she's not wearing a jacket. Okay. Well, if she survives up the hill, if we can get her back in time, we will have her put a jacket on. Oh, man. See, the clothing thing is about to become a deadly issue here. I'm going to undraft her, and then I'm going to tell her to put on this jacket. What the frick is she doing? I just said equip jacket. Ugh. Barely dressed. I know, I'm trying to fix it. Okay, and now I'm going to just put her back by the fire again. Sorry, Sam. But you need to, like... Oh, she needs to eat. Maybe I should have her eat. Will she eat an omelet? I guess she can. As a vegetarian, I didn't know if that was possible, but she did. Okay, anybody else, like, just starving that I should be worried about? This guy? She's looking pretty hungry. What is she doing right now? Construction? I will queue her up to eat when she's done with her current task. And Giannis is fine. And that's pretty fine. The only thing she's really lacking is happiness. I'm pretty sure they're all probably lacking in that right now. Who do we have that can cook for us right now? Probably just Maki? Nope, not enough resources for any of these things. Okay. Maybe... What are we researching, by the way? Let's take a look. A biofuel reactor. We really need to get on this sleep training thing. But I will let them do this at their own speed. Try not to interrupt Annette as much anymore, because it looks like that's really been stalling our progress. I need to let her do her thing. I'm surprised everybody's still awake. Don't they have... I'm like asking you guys as if I'm not the one that said it. Like, don't they have a schedule? Shouldn't they be sleeping? Yeah, they should all be sleeping. I don't know why everybody's still awake right now. Something's not right. Sleeping, sleeping. I only see... Oh, no, there is 2 people sleeping. Okay. But for real, why is nobody else sleeping? Okay. 3 people sleeping. I feel like everybody should be sleeping right now. Sorry, I just said I wasn't going to interrupt Annette, but I did. I need her to go to sleep too. I want these people to actually be rested. Numbingly cold. Yeah, and they should maybe come inside at night when it's numbingly cold. Is somebody having a meltdown or something? What's going on here? What? Sam, go to sleep. Why is it... Oh, too well rested. Well, this guy can cook then, because they're like short on meals at this point. What do you guys think of my team? Let me know. It's I mean, you can kind of see the fruits of their labor here. But now that I'm seeing that, I also realize I kind of need to reset those traps. Let's see. Let's go back close to here. Who can I task? She's transporting wood. We kind of need that. Sam is still sleeping. I'll have her handle these traps. She can handle these. Just kind of reset all of this. You never know when we're going to need it again. Reset this. Solar eclipse, no impact. If it's no impact, then I'm not going to sweat it. Production. We have a new production? Okay. Okay. We have the wait a minute. If I have all this metal, why don't I just make these tailoring bench out of metal? What? Why wouldn't I just... This makes no sense. Okay. What are we looking at here? A wooden workbench. What's this one? Is this our tailoring bench? Yeah, we're fixing that. Let's cancel you. We're gonna make this out of metal because what are we even waiting for, honestly? Tailoring bench, metal. Okay. Like, this could have been done. This could have been done a while ago. We're gonna cancel you two. Workbench out of metal. Why didn't I do this sooner? Okay. We should be able to construct those now. We lost 100 feathers. And apparently all these tea balls that are going to waste over here because nobody's making tea. Let's have you boil some tea. Why not? Why not? Try not to waste our resources. Okay, so then at least the building appears to be brick. So at least I didn't make that out of wood. It looks like we have some foundation over here that might be made from wood. But the rest of this appears to be brick at least, so that's good. How are we doing on sticks? 473 sticks left, because we actually really do need that for the fire pit, because that's how they cook, and that's what keeps them warm when they're, like, threatened with hypothermia. We gotta make sure that we're not running out of wood for that. That could be very problematic. Okay. I do, like, this is a personal favorite of mine since, like, day one of playing this. I really, really like these shroom lamps. I think they're so cool. And we've got just enough of them to keep, like, things illuminated. And once we get all of this built, we can actually start turning this into a proper... no, sorry. Speaking of, let's save. We haven't saved since I started. So we'll do a quick save, confirm, yes. And I think we can do a little interior decorating here. Not a lot, but it's such a small space, right? But I do this on purpose because resources in the desert biome is really, really limited. So we gotta try and just keep things super cozy. You know, like that's like a nice way to put it. Like it's small, but like saying cozy makes it sound better, doesn't it? Speaking of, how's our radius here? Oh, our radius is good. We're good on this radius for that. What I do want to do is we were looking at kind of like the blueprint here. It's very much a blueprint. I think we can look into putting our, where's our cook stove? Here we go. An actual cook stove in here. So I'm going to put this on this side of the fireplace. The fireplace also kind of like works as a cook stove too. And then once we have the means, where's storage? Yeah, I'm thinking a fridge can go here. We might need a second story, to be honest, to even be able to bring in like our workbenches and stuff. We can bring a table inside though for now. Let's do that. Let's look at tables. We don't need a large table. This is a small space. Let's keep it cozy. Let's be realistic here. We'll stick this here. Okay. So our table will go right here, nicely between these two doors. And one of our workbenches can definitely go right here. This is our bathroom. I actually built a bathroom into this place. It's fully functional. We don't just have bedrooms. Yeah, I think that's a good setup for now. It's going to take them a while to get there because our materials, it's taking us so long to gain enough material to build any of this. How are we looking with stone? We have so much stone. We have 2K stone. We're not hurting for stone, but why not brick? Do we have to make brick from stone? I feel like that's a yes. What are we using to make brick? This. We're using these. Right? No, these are just creating metal. If that's making metal, what's making brick? And we have tons of brick. We have tons of stone. And it's a brick house. Is it? What is this? It's a stone wall, and we have stone. Why are we not building more stone walls? It's gonna be a foundation issue. I think it's a foundation issue. We need more wood for our foundation. I don't know why. Life-threatening hypothermia. No! Maki! Where you at, girl? You're eating... Where are you eating? You haven't started yet. Okay. Let's bring you in. I think I just saw that she was missing a jacket, too. Not great. Yeah, so her jacket has fully deteriorated at this point. What? Girl, come back here. Start this fire. We can't just let that go out. Okay. Annette's doing some researching. She's transporting T-balls. We really don't need more T-balls if we're not going to make more tea, because we already have enough that's going to waste. This is where I'm starting to... Things are getting really thin. Like, we're really thin on resources. We don't have a lot of food, to be honest. This says 1.8, but it's all pickled vegetables. I think that's fine, actually. They can eat pickled vegetables. They can sweet syrups plain. I think they can. I gotta make sure I actually enabled that. Like, is that allowed? Yeah, pickled vegetables, that's fine. Sweet syrup, that's fine. Yeah, they can eat all of that plain. So they're not going to starve. They'll be fine on food. What I need to worry about is the fact that there is no clothing. This is a major problem. Where is she doing construction anyway? She's trying to construct the fortified floor. Okay, so that is what's holding up the building, is we don't have enough timber for the foundation. And he's transporting cloth blossom? Okay. She's doing research. Can't really hamper that. She's bringing in more T-balls. I thought I said we didn't need them, but okay. Ranching. We have gained ranching, so it must mean we've completed that research. What is she researching now? Sleep training. Okay, I'm glad to see that because we've been struggling with all of this. If we're able to make, and we have a trial, I think what I need to really worry about, yeah, we're gonna ignore this for now. What we gotta worry about before we start building any kind of farm, like animal farm, like we've got our food farm, like our trees and our plants and our cacti and blah, blah, blah. But before we start having livestock, we really need to get the rest of this up because I don't want to split resources building a freaking barn when we really need to focus on finishing this over here. Speaking of finishing, like we need this Taylor bench ASAP. So I'm going to interrupt whatever she's building right now. It needs to wait because people's clothing is literally like wearing off their backs and people are going to start freezing if they aren't already. And we are looking at potentially aggressive for animals, but before we reset the traps, we know the song and dance. It's going to be fine. We just really need to make sure nobody freezes to death in the meantime. Sam, what you up to? Let's see. You're gonna sleep? Good. That's a good call. Good call. Oh, but I thought I wanted her to build. It's fine. This is fine. In fact, undraft Maki, she needs to eat. She's gonna have an eating meltdown. That's fine. There should be enough food nearby. You can see how I am struggling though, but I knew I would be, and I am not I can't say for sure that had I used any other character, it wouldn't be the same story. Given that it is desert mode, and I've definitely just had these kind of similar struggles, even with my preferred teams. Although I don't think I've ever had such a shortage of timber as I have in this map. This might be kind of the worst one as far as like timber shortage. Like there's literally no trees unless I go down to the water, and even then the trees down there are super bare. Like there's not that much. We are struggling. Like all the timber is in our fortification right now. It's all in the fort over here, and it's not even a big fort. This is really small. So yeah, it's been rough, y'all. It's been so rough. And we're gonna draft all these people because we are technically under attack now. So let's go ahead and bring them in. I mean, she's basically there already. I'm gonna let Annette keep researching. Unless I find out that they can reach her over the fence, I'm not gonna sweat it. Ugh, I guess we need to do a rescue. Sam is our armed character, so I'm gonna make her. Oh. She's doing a rescue, okay. And then I'm gonna have her start this fire, because let's also not forget that people need to stay warm. Where are these things coming from, by the way? This side, okay. So they're coming from the opposite side this time. This arch is actually really pretty though, like, no lie, this is pretty. There are still some really scenic things in the desert. It's not all a barren wasteland, you know? Some of it can be quite pretty, especially when you see like this oasis down here. That's still very, very pretty. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. Let's get our gulches over here. It looks like Annette's asleep. Maki is vomiting after her food binge. Oh, so is Sam. I wonder why. Is nobody freezing? At least nobody's freezing. Insufficient material. We are insufficient timber by 1,161 units. That's how much we're insufficient. That's pretty bad. Yeah, look at this. Annette is still, like, just going at it on the research here. And totally unbothered. Just another Tuesday. Oh no, this person's fallen. We have another rescue. I'm gonna just oh, no. Does this person need healed or anything? No, I guess not. Maybe I can just put her to sleep. Why are these people running out like they aren't under attack? You know what? It's fine. We'll let them do what they want to do since all these things are stuck on traps anyway, and Sam will take care of the rest. That's how unbothered they are. It really is just another Tuesday for these guys. There we go. Sam, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, Sam? Sam? Really, where is she going? Like, okay, she's waiting for treatment. Let's get you on it. There we go. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty cat. Hey, baby. Mwah. Sweet boy. Sorry, no camera today. I kind of wish now that I did have it on so that you guys could see the cat, but maybe next time. I was not that prepared that I had the camera ready, so today is just full screen game time. Look at that! Everybody's asleep at the same time. Finally, they're following the schedule. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. Oh, spoke too soon. Yana decided to get up. Is she capable of constructing? No, she's not. She can reset these traps, though. Are there any others that need to be... No, that seems to do it. Alright, well. Not bad. She says, I feel so good right now. Dang, okay. You go, girl. Oh, but now Maki has hypothermia. That's right. I think she's the one that's jacketless at this point. So we're gonna go ahead. Yep, she's jacketless, and she's about to be less everything else. Hypothermia 3. So now 3 people. 1, 2. Sam, don't go anywhere. Oh, and the fire's out. 3. Alright, so bring Nara's in. And then we'll pick somebody who's not drafted. Annette, I guess, to relight the fire. There we go. That'll help with the hypothermia. These little things. Hypothermia, Maki. Okay, yeah, but she's like right by the fire already. So I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, it looks like it's just her now, so we can undraft this guy. Sam, I think you're safe to undraft. Oh, Maki left. But she's also no longer showing signs of hypothermia. Okay. Let's keep him on this tab, I guess. She should be eating. Why are they eating grain? I don't understand. We have so many other options besides eat grain. Let's go back over here for a second. Let's unselect eat grain. I don't want them eating plain grain. That would be a no. Like, don't do that. You have pickled vegetables. You have sweet syrups. You could be eating plain. Save the grain for actually making meals. That should help with that. I am so aware that their equipment is old. That's why I'm trying to get this tailoring bench going. I don't know why this is taking us so long. Who can make this for me? Maki, please. Do the honors. We need it. We desperately, desperately need it. And then I need to find out who's our tailor. Like, seriously. Who's our tailor? Whose job is that? Let's bump that up. Tailoring. Yana is about to become a 1 on tailor, and this stuff is about to become a 2. 30 a 2. 2. 2. Okay, tailoring is going to become her new number 1. And let's queue up some things for tailoring. How about... We need some shoes. I know that for a fact. I will make it until there's 4. Let's always have shoes. Let's make some hats. Something that does both heat and cooling. We'll make those. And then jackets. Where's jackets? I guess it's under tops. Heat tolerance decrease, cold tolerance increase. That's the kind of jacket we need in the desert. We'll do that. All right, and then after that, we just need ourselves... Wait, no, not heat tolerance decrease. We actually want to be able to handle the heat too. We'll do these. Try to always have 4 in stock. And then just regular shirts when people need shirts. Yeah, we'll just do some regular shirts. Okay, so that is queued up. Yana is already at work, thank goodness. Because y'all know, people's... Oh! While I was doing all of that with the bench, we've got life-threatening hypothermia over here with Maki, who doesn't seem to understand, like, when you feel that bad, you need to autopilot yourself to the fire pit. Like, what are you doing? Don't just keel over. Don't just freeze to death for no reason. Okay. Risk of meltdown 2. Who are they? It's going to be Annette and Sam. Okay. Yana is writing. Interesting. so glad that we finally have a tailor. Thank goodness. Maki is drafted. Is she capable, I wonder? Is she still freezing? Undraft. Yeah, she's capable of constructing a workbench. Let's do it. Let's not be set back anymore by these things that are queued up and we're not getting to them. We need these things. What can we craft? How are we even doing, by the way, in medical supplies? 28 antibodies and nothing else. Okay, we need bandages. Let's make sure we always have 10. We need healing. Yeah, let's also do 10. Oh, if we don't have it from that, then we'll just do it from this. We'll do this. And let's also craft some weapons. We're gonna need them when that gun runs out, so let's make sure we have 4 of these. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. Whose job is it to do crafting now? Let's take a look. Now that we have new stations, crafting is also Yana. That's probably not going to happen. She's not going to get to that, I'm assuming. Maybe we want to give this to somebody else. Naris is doing scavenging, salvaging. It hasn't been doing a lot of that because he's been doing cutting, I think. The only other person is Annette, who is cooking and researching. I will elevate Naris to a 2 here. And it's stressful, it's stressful. Maybe I'll just manually assign people when I need something. Meanwhile, Maki has hypothermia, because of course she does. Let's have her refuel this, and then we'll draft her to standby. Every time I look away, I'm like trying to look at another menu, somebody gets hypothermia. It is just the wet season, and that is apparently what we get, is a lot of hypothermia in a wet season. Speaking of, 2 more people with hypothermia. I don't know where she thinks she's going. She's not. She's coming right back here. And who's our other person? Okay, at least it's Maki, who's already there. So now we've got Sam and Maki both standing by the fire pit, which should help. I mean, it's worked so far. It's kept them alive so far. It's just a lot of micromanaging, honestly. But once we get proper clothing, hopefully we'll see a lot less of that. I mean, speaking of, don't we have... I mean, she's wearing a hat. Sam, are you wearing a hat? We'll undraft you. We'll have you put a hat on. And then we'll draft you again and put you right back here. You know, just in the meantime. But that should at least improve the situation slightly. This person doesn't have a hat on. Let's go ahead and put one on you. Who else? You don't have a hat on. We can put a hat on you. She's got one. She's got one. Okay, at least the hat situation's taken care of. Oh. We could have meat on the menu if we... I mean, this guy walked right into our trap. It'd be a missed opportunity if we didn't. What's going on here? We could have him handle these traps. Gotta reset those. You never know when we're going to be under attack again. Oh, there's another one right here. I didn't even notice. I wonder if they're a bonded pair, because they do have bonded pairs. They really walked right into that. I think we can have Sam undraft, at least for right now. Undraft. Okay. Is she already doing it? Slaughtering the long tail? Yeah, she is. Okay. And before she goes and does that. We'll have her do the butchering so that we can bring those in. Interesting that the vegetarian is the one doing the slaughtering and the butchering. That seems kind of wrong, honestly. But she's our combat person who, yeah, but honest, like if we were trying to be realistic, she would not be the one doing that job. It would definitely not make sense. All things considered. Oh, we have some grain that's ready for harvest. Naris is out. Where is he? We need somebody. What? Don't cancel rescue. Send somebody for rescue. Wow. He's really far away. Probably after that timber we need. Alright, let's put this back in 3-speed. We just need to keep an eye on the sidebar here to make sure nobody's getting hypothermia. I am so ready for us to be out of wet season because this hypothermia on the daily is getting super old. But if we like... Oh! Where is Annette? She's having a cry. Maki, let's undraft you and put this... What? Where's she going? Start the fire. Here we go. I love how they're appreciating the shroom torch. I would too, girl. I would too. I get it. It's nice. Sometimes it's the little luxuries, you know? Little luxuries that count. But of course, she's now freezing, which is not great. Let's try to bring her closer to the fire by giving her business at the fire pit. Oh, she didn't stay there very long. Okay, let's bring her back in. Our insufficient material for timber is down to 1,101. Okay, people are going to sleep like heckin' late. The sun is rising, and that's when they decided it was time to go to sleep. Let's see if there's any space left. Yep, seems to be there is. Okay. All right, we're gonna let everybody go about their business, and just keep an eye on the sidebar for any emergencies. I mean, old equipment, we know. We know. And if I could trust them to automatically clothe themselves, that'd be great. But I just don't see that being the case. Let's bump jacket up above baseball cap. Because they're going to need that sooner. Okay. Sam is down for the count. Somebody just ran right past her. We're going to have him carry Sam instead. Oh, Sam keeps getting wiped like this. Alright, well. Okay, cool. So she's gonna haul red meat. That might actually give us an opportunity then. Okay, not her. Who's our cook? Probably Maki, since she's also the farmer. Not enough resources for meat soup, but we just put, like... Oh, right, because it's on the tanner. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So we can't use it probably until it's done being tanned. Okay, fine, that's fine. We'll ask her to come in and handle these. Just like that. I feel like we're not making really any progress over here, which is kind of sad. Like, come on. We are so hurting for wood. It is such a shame. Like, have our trees that we planted grown yet? Can we cut those? Really not seeing... Like 4 out of 50 if we try to harvest it now. Yeah, we gotta let it grow. It's not ready. Such a shame. We're like really, really hurting. Same thing with our tree balls, I bet you. T-balls. Yeah, if we try to like clear this field, we won't get any wood out of it, which is such a shame. We'll only like just clear the field and lose all of what's grown there. Huh. Glitter caps, harvest. I think we're like out of glitter caps. Am I reading this right? No, we're so far from out of glitter caps. It's insane. We have like 200 and something. We're not gonna waste more time harvesting when we could be doing other much needed things. I think this is for sticks. This is how we're keeping our sticks up. So we could have, yeah, we could like cut these and that'll give us more sticks. Not that we need them. We seem to be doing fine. We have 453. So maybe I will actually unqueue this. If I can get like just the one selected again. There we go. I wonder if they cut these on their own and that's how we've been keeping our stick count so high, or I'm not sure. I haven't really like watched to see how like what they do with this field. Maki is harvesting the grain though, so that's good. What about these? Are we doing anything with this? I guess if we had vegetables, we would be. Yeah. Hypothermia Maki. Oh no. And she's crying. Where is she crying? She's crying out here. Okay, Sam. We need you to knock out Maki so we can bring her in, because she's like freezing. Oh, never mind. Maybe we won't do that. Because she woke up. She's fine now. Okay. Wow. I'm looking at like the little ticker at the top of the screen where the weather is, like right up here. Boop, boop, boop. And we are like right on the cusp of leaving the wet season, which I hope means that we are on the cusp of leaving behind this like recurrent hypothermia threat that happens like every couple of minutes. Hopefully that's what that means. I think that might mean that we're like almost done with that headache. Also, Yana, can you build this? No, incapable of constructing. Okay. Constructing something already. What about Maki? What if I undraft you? Yeah, you can construct an oil press for me. We are slowly but surely gaining amenities at least, so I would consider that a win. Maybe our only win so far in this playthrough. Not to knock them surviving, I mean that's a given, but at least we're gaining some amenities. We've gained a tailoring bench, we've gained a workbench, we've gained an oil press. Huh, we can make cheese? Heck yeah, let's make cheese. I didn't know that was an option. Fruit jelly? Why not? Interesting. And if we have the means to, if we have like animal fats that could be extracted, let's just do it. We'll queue that up like that so that it's always an option. I wonder if, like, let the girl eat, granted. Oh, she's already full, okay. I wonder if I could get her to make us, yeah, let's craft some things. Who knows when we're gonna need it. Wow, they're going so slow. I didn't realize that we'd fallen out of 3 speed. Back on 3 speed, let's do this. We don't have a time for that. We are not going to crawl through this at regular playthrough speed. I got some stuff queued up over here. What is this? This is probably a tree that I wanted to cut. That I don't think we can reach, so let's unqueue that tree. That's probably what that's about. It's a tree we can't reach. If I... Oh, let's use these eggs for sure. Let's use these feathers. Let's do it. Where are you, feathers? Let's even bring somebody out here now to grab them. Is Maki already getting eggs? Well, what about feathers? There it is. Okay. We'll have her bring in the feathers then. Why is... He felt... My guy. You were right there. You were so close. Oh, we have an animal attack? Who's attacking? And he's not catching any of the traps. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Now he has. Okay. Well, if Sam's gonna sleep, why don't we just go ahead and... I mean, I didn't see attack as an option. Oh, maybe because she passed out. Alright, Annette's gonna rescue somebody. Naris, okay. Maybe she can rescue Sam next. We'll do that. Yana is grabbing us some feathers. Maki's getting us some eggs because those omelets were so good. So we'll get us some omelets again. Everybody seemed pretty happy with that. Even Sam ate the omelets, so... Are we still under attack? How is this possible? This dude's just walking past our traps like they're nothing. Did they, like, lose effectiveness? No, he just stepped in one again. Okay, but Sam is asleep. Or passed out. And there's nobody else with a ranged weapon that could fight this guy. So I guess we'll just let him keep circling like a shark. There's not much else we can do with this. Maybe we could have, like, Naras handle some traps and reset them in case he wants to step on the same ones. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but I'm telling you, this setup works. Also, you add, like, the bigger the defenses you build, the more you aggro mobs. So with a small setup like this, we're really not aggroing that much. As you've probably noticed, it's been a pretty manageable scale attack since the beginning. Like, they've been frequent, but they've been, like, they could basically do it in their sleep, you know? Like, they could handle those fights in their sleep. So it's not really been that big of a threat. I didn't realize that we were also refueling these, but I mean, we're not hurting for sticks. We're so good. We're so good, you know? We're so good on sticks. The, like, one thing that we seem to have enough of. Is Sam, like, Annette, where you at? Oh, I paused. I didn't realize I paused. I must have accidentally hit it. Nars is trying to... Okay, he's gonna flee now. Understandable, my guy. Understandable. Why don't we just go inside? That seems like the way to go. Are we for real right now? Now it's gonna beat up our place? Just step on a trap, my dude. Here we go. We're good. He can continue the research for us then, since he's already inside. Oh, look at that. A new threat. I think. I could be wrong. I think this is the first of the scarabees that we've had in this playthrough. So if they're gonna attack, I hope Annette can do her rescue before they decide to strike, because those guys actually move pretty fast. Sleep training researched, thank goodness. Glad to hear it. About time. Electronic crafting, that could be good. Let's try that. Man. Improvised ballistic weapons. Then we can do advanced. Synthetic armor would probably be good. Oh, they want to celebrate a new year. Okay. Are we really hitting the 1 year mark? That, I usually consider it in these live stream challenges, if I hit the 1 year mark, that typically is my signal that I'm like, okay, this was a successful run. And when we're playing a game like this where I'm just testing out a team, if they make it to the 1 year mark, that's basically a victory. Like, then we know it's a successful run, it's a successful team. So yeah, we're about to hit that New Year's. Once they celebrate, we can basically consider this a success, like a win, even though we still haven't even built our house. they all made it, right? Like, as far as we know, they've all made it. We are technically under attack now, though. The Scarabees are en route. I don't know where they're trying to go, because, like, we're on this side, right? We're over here. This dude is pantless over here. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Just go to sleep, my guy. Go to sleep or something. She's going to sleep. He's going to sleep. Giannis is bringing... I don't know where Giannis is. Still transporting feathers? Where you at? Oh, right there. Okay. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. Hypothermia at Naris. Okay. Oh, because he has no pants. I mean, who could blame him, right? Oh, let's put you on this side, though. I want Sam to be where she can see, has the better vantage point. So we'll bring her in. She can stand here. Giannis will bring you in. You can stand here. Is that everybody? Annette's cooking. Maki is sleeping. Is Maki really sleeping, though? Yeah, she really is. Okay. Alright, I guess. Let's just let it play out, then. Annette needs to not run outside. That would be, like, the first thing. So we'll just put you right here, right? And let's do it. Let's go 3-speed. Let's let these baddies show up. We only have, like, 2 traps that are unflipped. Why? 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 I don't know why she just wants to run outside for no reason. Let's not do that. We're in a battle, ma'am. Kind of. Here they come. The 3 of them. The whole 3 of them. I hope they don't eat our grain. Okay, they're in attack mode, not starving mode, so that's good. And just like that, like, too easy. Come on, Sam. Done deal. Everybody can go home. We are no longer in need of drafting, because I honestly think, though, in that situation, like, honestly... Oh, alarm. That... They sometimes send you, like, a sample of a new threat. I think that was just the sample size of the Scarabee threat. And now we can, like, do a research on them or whatever. So, like, we can just observe. We can butcher these 2. And then, yeah. This guy is still over here setting off traps. Like, nobody's bothering him, but he just won't give up. He's unrelenting. Alright, we've discovered the Scarabee, which means now we can also queue this guy up to butcher, and then we're going to turn them into animal fats. We're going to turn them into animal fat. Butter, basically. We're going to turn them into butter. Look at this! Okay. Alright, okay. We've hit our 1-year mark. Let's zoom out so that we can see the fireworks go up. Yes! That is it, folks. We have survived 1 year with the Underdog Uprising playthrough, which means that this was a raging success. Everybody's still alive. We are so grateful for this. I am, anyway. I don't know about you guys. I am. I know I'm so grateful that we got through this. It was a challenge. Not even a lie. Like, keeping them from dying of hypothermia because they didn't have a workbench until, like, the final hour was a struggle. But we're going to end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad that they actually made it the full year, all 4 of them. They did have help. This is a little bit of a cheat because we did have Giannis's help. Samantha's currently got hypothermia, but that's okay because we're going to go ahead and save game and call this a day. All right, saved, and let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me on stream. Thank you, Styx. This is a good game. I appreciate it. This was a good game. I did not expect them. I honestly, truthfully, did not expect these 4 to be as successful as they were. So good for them. Now I just gotta figure out what my next challenge is gonna be. I'll see you guys on the next stream for that one. Thank you again for being here. It has been so great. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!